Hi guys, I'm back. So guys, today I'm going to show you how to make this Shandong roasted chicken. Traditionally, this chicken is deep fried, but I'm going to do a healthier version, which is the roasted one. I thought this was quite an interesting way to prepare a chicken. The crispiness of the chicken from the skin is what that makes this dish so popular. So this chicken is going to be roasted and it's going to be prepared in a way like Peking duck, if you guys know. So if you're new here, welcome. And my name is Esti. I am creating fast, healthy videos on live streaming and both recorded videos on my channel. So if you're looking for lazy method of cooking because we don't want to spend time on the in the kitchen for so long, right? So my cooking is basically quite how to say lazy. All right, so I'm going to show you how I'm going to show you how I prepared this chicken. This chicken has actually been hanged. In fact, I marinate them last night and I use a hook to hang it. So the best way is to marinate it overnight. It's very easy. It's just Chinese cooking wine, light soy sauce, and some salt, and some pepper, and some sesame oil. So you want to marinate this in the bag like a whole night if possible. If not, 2-3 hours should be enough too. So what I did this morning, I took the back out because I don't want to roast the chicken cold. So I took it back out and then I just hang it on top of my the suction, the exhaust pipe. So it's been dripping. I don't know whether you guys can see. It's been dripping some kind of marinade. So I poured the marinade over to a glass because I want to make this chicken very, very, how to say it, crispy in the outside and juicy in the inside. So I will be injecting the marinade into the chicken and then I'm going to show you how to do that. I'm a little bit nervous because this is the first time I handle the needle. I'm very afraid of needle. I don't know how many of you are afraid of needles. So I'm going to try, okay, my best to do that. No promise, but drying the chicken sometimes takes very, very long time. So I have a method where I usually like to, as you know, it's a lazy method and it's also a fast method. And guess what? Ta-da! I'm going to use a hairdryer to dry this chicken so that you have this really crispy. I already dried the other side, so I just show you this side so you know how it should look like. All right, so let's bear with me the sound of the what do you call it, the hairdryer. Yeah. If you have time, you can do this like for 10 minutes for a small chicken like this. So since I don't have the time, so I just demonstrating how this can be done. So what you do is just try to round up this one by using a hook. It's much easier. Because if you put them on a plate, it will get wet on the other side again. So the best way is to get a hook. I'm going to include the link inside this video description if you are trying to get a hook that, with the very sharp edges that can hook the chicken. onto any kind of surface. So this is just one hook. The one that I include in my video description has 2 hooks. That is even better. So if you can buy the one with the 2 hook, that holds much better and is more safer. Okay, now after, pretend that you have already dried this like for 10 minutes, yeah? And then I'm going to show you how I do this injection. I'm really scared because not my kind of, I don't think so. I'm born to be a nurse. I used to work as a nurse, but you know, when they asked me to inject somebody, I said no. I'd rather get paid lesser and than to, you know, to inject somebody, to hurt somebody. So what I do is that, maybe I'll do like this so you can see better. So what you do is, you see this, I have poured out the marinade from marinating the chicken. So this is a marinade injector where you could get at Amazon. So I also included the link inside, so you can buy them or you can own one, sent to your home doorsteps. So this is a cheaper one, but I found one that is very good one in Amazon. I read the review and I thought that was the one that I supposed to get. But anyway, if you don't mind bearing with this quality, this is actually made of plastic. It's not made of glass. It's made of plastic. You can wash them in the washing machine, but I feel like it's a bit wobbly. You know, it doesn't really get the liquid so much. But I'm going to show you, all right? So what you do is like the doctor or the nurses do. They put the needles inside and then you just suck it out. All right, and then you just suck it out like that. So you get a lot of marinade. So what I do is that I like to select the part where it is dry. Usually at the breast there is quite dry. So usually I like to inject that. Oh, it's dripping. Okay, then I want to inject them upward. Okay, and then the other side, upward. Usually these are quite dry on the breast side, and then here, usually here in the center is quite dry. Okay, oh, it's dripping. So, and the thigh also, the thigh part is quite dry. Okay, make sure you have something underneath here, and then have a cup underneath so that you can collect the marinade. So I'm going to inject on this part of the thigh. Yeah, and then usually the back there's not so much of the meat, so usually I skip that one. I just want to concentrate on the what do you call that, the breast, because the breast always, oh, you see it's expanding. Poor chicken. Okay. Okay, so now you see the juice is coming out. So if you like, you can also inject the thigh, because the thigh normally is quite juicy, right? But I want it to be even more juicy. And then this part of the thigh, I make sure I don't inject on myself. Okay, now I'm going to put this in a tray. Transfer this over to a tray. And don't throw away the, do not throw away the what do you call it, the marinade, because we're going to use it later on. I'm going to take the chicken down so you guys can have a closer look. This is how And I'm going to use my favorite scissors to cut them open. Usually I like to cut the chicken open. I prefer it that way because it cooks faster. And it also is, you see, this is the hook that I'm talking about. Yeah, this is only with one. So the butcher used a lot of this. The one that I have included is with the two. So take a look at that and read the review. I think it's very important to read the review before you own the product. Let me just cut this. See, it's so easy to cut them open with these scissors. So I'm gonna flip the chicken. Usually I like to beat the chicken up like this. Spread them up. And then for the wing part, I like to put them in the front like this. The front, like this. Otherwise this way also can. In the front. How come this one cannot? Oh, my hand is. Oh, okay, just something like that. So it will not fall to the side. Then the chicken's wing, the leg, just spread them out like this. Let me wash my hand. So you want to bake this in the oven. Let me just put them in the oven so you can we can carry on with the, can you guys see? Okay, going to the oven, right? So you can put them flat down like this. And let's go to the oven. For 45 minutes. Okay. So start. 45 minutes. Because this chicken is very, very small, you don't have to bake for too long. If the chicken is big, of course, you know, try to bake it a little bit longer just to be safe. So now let's take a look at this. And then the recipe called for a lot of garlic, and I don't like to press garlic and peel garlic. So I found one tools which is really, really good. In Amazon, they have this too. Usually when you buy this, they give you this. So, and what is this, right? You wonder. This is actually a garlic peeler. And it's actually look like a pipe, normal pipe. So I don't know whether you can cut a normal pipe, but this is made of like a silicone. So what you do is you put your garlic in here. You can even make 2 or 3. Yeah. And then, you know, as long as it fits, then you put them on the table and then you just rub them. I thought this was a very good invention. And then you pour them out. Voila, this is done with without the skin. See? How convenient, right? You don't have to sit there and peel. Oh my God. There are better things to do outside, especially today. The sun is so good. I think I have to go to work later on. So I'm going to try before I go to work. I'm going out for some tanning. And then usually I like to cut, you know, the garlic. Oh, it's so much work. So I don't want to do that. I want to try and enjoy my sun. So I'm going to try using this garlic press. So we have this. I bought this a few years ago, but I never used it, okay? So today I saw it and then I said, okay, I'm lazy today, so I'm going to do this. So what is good about this is that, let me just show you, yeah? There is a metal here inside, It's very difficult to wash them, right? So this one is very good. You can take this out like this. And then you just use your brush and just brush it. And then you put them in the washing machine. That's it. Come out clean. Put it back. Use again. Then, of course, this one you have to just rinse it in the water. So this is quite good. I don't say that, you know, it's the best. But I found one on Amazon that is stainless steel. I think stainless steel is the best. It's more lasting. But anyway, since I cannot only afford this, so I'm going to be using this. All right. So if you're interested, click onto the video description and check out. Maybe you can get that delivered to your home tomorrow. Yeah. So let's see. So what you do is you put your garlic here, and then you just press them like this. I haven't used this for like many years. So what you do is like, you know, you just press them like that. You see? You see, right? Don't have to chop like hell. I used to chop like hell. So very, very, very convenient. And then next you put another one. Yeah, and then you go in, push it in, and then you just make sure it's all in, and then you just do like that. Don't need to have a lot of strength, but you have to have a grip here, and then you just do like this. Yeah, how easy is that? So don't worry about this one, because remember it can be removed. And then I'm going to use another one. I like a lot of garlic. So you can make this. If the garlic is too small, you can put 2 in one time. So this is quite big, the garlic. Oh, make sure I aim it. I aim it at the camera. So my camera gonna. Okay. All right, and then very easy. I told you, you just need to remove this like this. That's it. And then you take a knife or a small spoon, just scrape the remaining garlic so you don't waste it. Right? Don't waste it in the front too. You just pop this into the washer, and then it's done. Don't have a washer, put them in the water, and then use a small brush and just brush it off. Because I want to sit here and just hack. This will take some time. So this one you can do a lot. If you're having a big party, this is a good tool. And then I think I have about 4 big one garlic here. It's really fine. I like the texture. So, and then I have some chili. This is just normal chili. And then I have some coriander. So we're going to mix like a marinade. So I'm going to put everything in front. And then the marinade, this is a very exotic flavors. It consists of sour, sweet, salty, and spicy. All 4 combined into one. So over here, I have some balsamic vinegar. I use the balsamic vinegar because I noticed the Chinese vinegar is a bit too sharp, the flavors. And when I try them with whenever I make, I try to avoid using the Chinese brand because I find it's too sharp. I prefer the balsamic because it contains a little bit of sweetness in it. And balsamic vinegar is healthier and it tastes much better. So in this case, I'm using balsamic vinegar. But if you want to use the Chinese vinegar, it's fine. Okay, so about a 1/4 cup of vinegar, really depending on how big the chicken. If the chicken is big, you use more. If your chicken is small like this, you use a little bit. So over here, I have about 3 tablespoons. I'm going to add a little bit more. Oops. Just one more tablespoon, about five tablespoons. And then the sugar, about 2 tablespoons. This is about 1.5. So what you want is to taste it first. About 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. Don't mix the rest of the ingredient. You want to taste this first. So usually I like to mix. I think we need more soya. I like the bit of salty in my diet. I'm used to that. I know it's not good, but just a little bit more, it makes a lot of difference. And if you're, I forgot to say it, yeah. If you don't want to use sugar, it's fine to use honey. I forgot about that. In fact, it's better to use honey. All right, so you see, I'm getting old. So you want to mix this until this dissolves. And then you put in the garlic. The cilantro or parsley if you have, or coriander you have. And then the chili. Deseeded chili. LG, he cannot handle the heat, so I deseeded the chili. So it become like this. So you want to let this sit for a while. For me, I prefer to add a little bit of olive oil. Let me just get a little bit of olive oil. So it looks more shiny and it tastes much better too. And we don't stop here because later when the chicken is done, right? So the chicken come out a lot of those the liquid from the chicken. So you need the liquid from the chicken and then you pour some over here, about 4-5 tablespoons. So it becomes like, you know, more flavors. You don't have to add extra seasoning. So let's have a taste. Oh my God, it's so good. It's very good. I want to add a little bit more olive oil. So while we are waiting for the chicken, and I still have some time to spare because I'm planning to eat this before I go to work. So I probably will be eating some chicken rice. So I'm going to show you guys my kitchen. It's a mess. In my mind, it's a mess. Maybe to some of you guys, it's not a mess. But to me, it is a mess. But I'm going to show you some of the way I actually put my stuff. Because a lot of people have been writing to me and they say, can we take a look at your drawers? Because some of them, they've seen that earlier on and they want to see how it looks like, okay? So I hope you guys, let me just show you. I am not a super clean person. I like to be tidy, but I'm not so really clean. You see the garlic got hit onto the wall. So I usually, this is one thing I like about this material. This is like metal, so it's very, very easy to wipe off. So my cloth is not wet. Let me just wet this. It's spring cleaning now. So I'm starting to clean the place. You see, it gets stuck onto this. This is actually, if you wonder what this is actually what we call that a grit lap. Means you use this one to take out the oven, you know, something hot from the oven. So this is a grit lap. Good grips. I don't know if Amazon have that. If they have that, I'm going to include that. That is a very good so see, it's so easy to clean. And I see a lot of people are using this kind of spray, chemical. I'm sorry, those of you who are in cleaning channel. If I want to use so much chemical in the kitchen, you know, chemical is as bad as alcohol. So you don't want to use them so much. You can use them maybe once a week or once in a few days, but not like every day, because you just imagine all this. Actually, you don't really need that. All you need is just clean water and just make sure your countertop is clean. And then if you like, you can actually buy lemon. You know, I bought a few lemon here, and I'm going to make like some solution so that I can use it for cleaning the table, because the smell of the lemon is really, really good. And lemon has a lot of function, because you not only get a good smell, you also get rid of a lot of bacteria from the table, especially on the table stove and especially on the sink. So for me, I'm really, really particular about sink, and I try to clean them at least once a day. Not in the morning, but usually in the evenings, because I find that if you let the bacteria hang out there, it becomes like a city and a town, right? So, no, I think it's very important to keep the sink clean. So, let me just open my drawer and show you guys. I hope you don't get a shock, okay? My pots and pans. Oh, in fact, this is just 10-20% of my pots and pans. The rest of my pots and pans, the one that I have in my apartment, I put it upstairs to our B&B. So we're going to style my B&B, restyle everything. I will be doing that this weekend, if the weather is bad. So this is my pots. Seriously, I have too many pots. So I give away some I sell it away, and I still don't know what to do with the rest, which is upstairs. But what I have here is the essential one. I always find that it's very important to have one big one. I don't know whether you guys agree. A big one like this, where you could cook pasta, you can put curry, you can cook you know, soup. And then IKEA have this really good one. It has a deep steamer, which is like this. So this is really, really deep. Hi, welcome. So this, remember guys, I make the cake, right? The steamed chocolate cheesecake. So this is actually a better one to use. I didn't know why I didn't use this one. And it comes with this one. The second layers. So you see, the traditional Chinese one is very, very tall, so it doesn't fit the cupboard at all, and it takes up a lot of space. So I find this one is better, because I can put smaller pots inside here, and then after that I can just stack them, and then I can put more pots up here, and it works for the time being. I think this is a much better system, where you know the dimension, everything. IKEA, they are very smart. They think everything in advance. They want to make sure everything is fit to the cupboard. So this is really good. I find that this is a good investment. And steaming is actually something that is really healthy too, compared to deep frying. And then it comes with this one where you can put this like a pasta. You can cook noodles, and then you pour this out so you can strain the water. And this, I think this is not the right size. Yeah, it can be used on this too. You see, they think about everything, IKEA. So this is one size, and another size that I find is really, really good is this small one. This is really small. And then another medium. I have two medium, in fact, one shallow and one deep. And one really deep one. This is a really, really deep one. In fact, I just need one of these. Maybe I'll just take this, and then I'll give away or put it upstairs on this for the B&B. And then I have another one, which is the second size. This is the bigger one, and this is the second bigger one. So I think this is quite good too, everyday cooking. This is when you have a party, you want to feed the whole village, and this is when you want to feed 2 person or 3. Or maybe 4, right? So you don't really need a lot of pan, actually. All you need is making sure that you know you have enough. I'm trying to declutter my cupboard, and this is not so good because you see there are some, it's white in color, so you can see whether or not you know this is clean or not. So sometimes I used to clean them once in a while with a cloth, with a wet cloth. So let me just dry this so I don't take up the space. So you don't really need to buy a lot of pots. You see, I put this one in, and then I put these two in, right? And then inside, I could put this one in. Smart, right? And I would love to have the one that I shown you guys earlier on with the hook that you can arrange everything, because all this come with a hole. So I saw at Amazon they have this, you know, where you can pull out, you can hook onto this metal thing, and you can have all your pots and pan organized. So seriously, I don't think so I need so many pan. Anyone want, let me know. You have to pay the freight. And also frying is really, this is a small one. And then I have 2 Jamie Oliver. Don't really fancy these 2 brands. I find that it gets scratched quite easily. And then I have one more wok, the orange one underneath. And you guys probably wonder what is all this, right? The blue one. This is actually to protect the pan, because if you put the pan onto another pan or another pot, it will get scratched. Especially it's a Teflon. With the aluminum material, stainless steel, it's a lesser chance that you get scratched. So usually I don't put that. But if I'm going to put something on top, then I will put like this before I put another pot in it. So this is a very good way to protect your pan so that it will last a longer period of time. And then I have this dim sum steamer, which I like to use sometimes to steam my bread, my buns, my breakfast. So this is one part. And you see, I can put all this back like this, and it fits. So pots and pan all in one cupboard like this. Can you imagine? But it's a bit troublesome, you know. You want to take out, you have to take out a whole stack, and then you want to reach out. But I usually like to use the pans. I don't use the wok so often, so it's good that it's big enough so I can put it in the bottom. And this one is for scraping the, this is very good one, for scraping the ceramic surface. And here, guys, this will drive me nuts if this is position. I have this OCD problem, so I want to see that I have my stuff organized so I can see and reach out for that, because I don't want to like search. It would drive me nuts. It's very stressful. So this is actually a dishwashing rack. All right, LG, he has this old tenant of his who moved out from here, from this apartment. So he was throwing out a lot of stuff. And I said, hey, this is very vintage, you know, let me keep this, because he wanted to throw it into the recycle station. So I kept them, and I said, hey, you know, this been driving me nuts for many years. So why not as a dish, instead of throwing it away, let me organize my cover for free. You know, I don't have to buy them at the expensive store. So this is something that you can use, okay? You don't have to buy them. But I really like this idea because it serves a purpose. And obviously I have too many of the same size. I think this and this is the same size, these two. And then I have this potato press. This is something that every Swedish family have, because they like to eat potato, and they press using this. And also sieve, I have a few sizes. I gave away a lot to my daughter because I used to use a lot of this before, but nowadays I hardly use it. So this is sitting inside, and I have this all my measuring cup. In Sweden, we use the deciliter. This is 1 deciliter. What happened here? Oh, it get detached. So this is 1 deciliter, and this is half a deciliter. I find it's easier. Everything, all the recipes in Sweden is in deciliter and seldom in grams. So it's easier to get the things. You don't use a weighing machine. It's very convenient. And also some of my cups, like this kind of cup, I don't use them often because all this is in American cups. And all the recipes here I found maybe in overseas is also in grams and millimeters. Very seldom in cups because I don't find recipes from America. So my recipe is authentic Chinese recipe. Okay, I think this is something that is very useful and something we need. And of course, this is Rivian. Rivian is called the grater. And again, I have more. This is the one that I used the other time. And this, I use them very, very often. It's very cheap. Make of plastic. You don't really need fancy stuff. Washing machine. Yes, you can use them. Okay, let's take a look at the chicken before I come back to here. Okay, oh, look at the chicken. Chicken is looking really good. So we have about 18-17 minutes more. And I think I have time to just show you guys quickly. One thing I like about the IKEA kitchen is you notice the height of the cupboards is very long, it's very deep, right? So it means that you can put quite a lot of stuff. And I like this because I'm very short. I can imagine people who are very tall could be a problem, bending down all the time. So lucky, small things sometimes come in good package. Small things is how do you call that? There's a Chinese saying, I forgot how it said. Or anyway, it means that the small people or small thing sometimes is not that bad either. So I like this idea because thank God I'm short and it's deep. I don't have to bend down all the time. Yes, I know. Cute. Okay, and you know, you can put like bottles, bottles like this. I used to put them into this pantry. This pantry is also not so bad because it's quite deep. I find that the new system is much better, the new IKEA system. Last time they have this also, but then it's more not so lasting, I heard. That's why they quit that model and they start with this. So this is the latest system, and I think now they only sell this because first of all it's easier to clean, it's much more durable, and also you can adjust the height to how high you want, which is really, really good. This is all my baking stuff. Oh, what happened to this one? Why is it doing here? Mackerel, my sardine. Okay, by the way, guys, I'm going to show you guys how to make some mackerel pie, okay, soon. Maybe tomorrow or so. I don't know yet if I have not enough time to cook. One thing I like about this, if you notice, it's quite clean cut. There's no handle, nothing on the advantage and disadvantage. Yeah, advantage is that you can just pull out. You just need to get a cloth and clean it off like this. So once a week, right? And then very easy to reach. Yeah, but the con is that if you have fingernail, this is not good. Okay, don't have fingernail. You can't have fingernail here because otherwise, how you're gonna open, right? Let's see what is inside. Oh, this is my Chinese balang. Some of the stuff here, I can tell you, I don't really use it. I bought this one when it's the papadam, extra big one. So you can fry this. I think some of you might be familiar with this. If you are don't know what is this, let me know. Okay, I'll try to explain to you in a minute. So let me tell you my secret in making a good stocks. This is the one. This is a fish powder which I bought in Singapore. It's very expensive, one packet like this is like I think it was like $20 Singapore dollars. But it lasts like forever. I've been using this like 2 years now, and I still have half a packet left, which is really good. This is about 2 kilo per pack, I think. So if you want to make good stocks and you don't want to use like a chicken bouillon or the chicken cubes, I think this is a healthier way to make it. And let me tell you, you have to try yourself, all right? Don't trust me. Try yourself because it's really sweet, the flavors from the stocks you make. You can make any kind, not just fish or meat. You can put them in anything like cooking, marinades. So you just need a tiny bit, a teaspoon, you know, to make a big pot, like 1 liter of stocks. So this is really, really good one. I'm going to see, I think I have them in my store. You can check that out in my Amazon store under groceries. And also some chili. This is very good chili. And also I eat a lot of this. This is the goji seed. And I like to have tins like this where I have, like, you know, small amount of spice, and I don't want to put them together among here, so I put them in a tin, another small portion. And I have another one below too. The best is if it's a transparent like this, so you can see what is inside. You don't have to open up, right? So some of the stuff here my sister gave me when I was in Germany. So I still haven't figured out what are the things, because she cut the flour, like for this one, for example, it's a flour, but I don't know what flour is this. So she asked me, open up and see, you know, read. I think probably there are instructions inside there. So I haven't got time to do that. We'll see next time. You see, like all the, you see, these are all the instruction inside. And I believe they are Indian sweets or bread flour, because my sister, she loved to have this Indian food. The only thing that I have headache with is this cupboard. Okay, how many of you have this problem? Is this a nightmare? If you ask LG to put back the Tupperware, this is what he did yesterday. Every morning I have to inspect this. You see, this supposed to go with these. Yeah, so if you don't have space, just put it underneath like that. So this is like my nightmare. The only thing that I really am not happy about is this one. So usually I like to reorganize them. And with my sickness, or OCD sickness, it's kind of time consuming sometimes, just to make sure that things are in the right place. You saw men, they don't really care. They only have one brain, you know. We are women have two brains. Right? No, I'm not. I'm just joking. Okay, so this is not the case. He's a very smart. So usually, you know, when it comes to this kind of sorting, you know, it's kind of difficult. So it's like a puzzle. You have to figure out where is the best place to put what to save space. And we need a lot of this. I don't know why, you know, like, you know, every day we make lunches, right? So we use all these kind of boxes. And the disadvantage with this is that it gets stained very easily, and it's quite difficult to wash away the stains. You see, these are the problem. How many of you have this problem? Let me know in the comment, so I know I'm not alone. And right, so this is much better than before, isn't it? Just now it's like a tornado in here. Oh, can't close even. You can't close it even. Okay, that's why he put it there earlier on. Okay, let's see now. Can close it now. Okay, this one is my baking thing. All my baking stuff. I want to reorganize this because I'm not satisfied with it. And I'm trying to figure out how to reorganize it. So if you guys are having this problem too, stay tuned, okay? Because I'm going to create a new playlist, like how to organize, how to keep your kitchen or your house clean. And then maybe sometime you guys can join me in cleaning. So I would like to do some kind of cleaning. Let me tell you before. Oh, the chicken is almost ready, about 7 minutes more. So before that, we take out the chicken. Let me show you this one, which is really, really good. You guys been watching me cooking. So this is all my tools that I need, like spoon, when I need to mix things together. All the tools that I need often. So I put them here. And this is the chicken, the fish stocks that I told you. I have them because I use them very, very often. And also this is the herbs that I get from my sisters. It tastes like garlic, but it's not. It's a spring onion, some kind of spring onions. And below here, this is a very, very good compartment. Let me show you, okay? You can't believe. This is a weighing machine. This is my mini tray for baking. This is another mini tray. Another tray for making pizza. And also my chopping board. And this is for, like, you know, when you do laundry, when you do the dishes, you just put this on top of a tabletop, so that, you know, your table will not get wet. So you can dry your plates that has been washed onto this, and it absorbs the water and it doesn't wet the table. So I think this is a very good product. But then, you know, it's not big enough. Okay, let's take a look at the chicken, yeah? I think it's ready soon. I think we can take it out soon. Oh, look at that. Yeah. I'm going to check it out. I think the chicken is ready, even though it's another 5 minutes more. So let me just take this chicken out. I'm going to use this. Oh, look at that. It looks so beautiful. Okay, I think it's ready to eat. Let's go to the table. Okay, let me close the oven. It smells so good in the house. Turn it off. Let me see. I should try to figure out. I'm going to learn this later. Okay, let's take a look at the chicken. Look at the chicken. See if it is crispy or not. You cannot cut them yet because you have to wait for at least. Look. Look. It's crispy on the outside, isn't it? So now I'm going to switch the camera so you can see what am I doing. So I'm going to collect the juice from the chicken and pour them in here. A way to do that is I usually like to put like this. Oh, I'm tired, guys. I wake up so early this morning. I don't know why I can't sleep. Like, too much things to worry about. Not worry about thing. I like to fantasize thing. 2, oh, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh my god, it smells so good. Let me taste it. Mmm. Oh god, it's so good. Okay. Ah, it smells so good, guys. I cannot wait to eat this. Can you imagine? I think I'm in heaven now. So you want to wait for at least 10 minutes before you cut them. Let me just take a scissors. I like to cut them with a scissors. Don't use a knife, yeah? Let me wash my scissors. I see there's a hair here. Let me just pick it up. Ooh. See, when it's a grill. Oh my god, this chicken looks awesome. Actually, what we can do is to use a burner to burn it also. You know, if you know what I mean. I'm just going to try, okay? See if I have this burner here. Let's see if I have this. Oh, I forgot how to use it. Guess. How to use it? I forgot. I've forgotten how to use this. Oh, yeah. Burn the hair away. Okay, now how to off it? Ooh. Okay, let me see how to off it. Oh, the button is behind. I couldn't find a way to off it. Okay, I have to practice this one. I think this is really good. So crispy on the outside. I know. The oven tell me, close the door, close the door. Okay, now I remove the chicken hair. Burn it. So let's cut them. So usually I like to use scissors, and I always start off by, of course, pretending, all right, we are just, I'm going to cut just one small piece here because I want to wait until it's like 10 minutes at least before I cut them, because if you cut them too early, they are not so nice. You will be too dry. So I'm going to take a piece, too big a piece. So what you do is that you cut the chicken into smaller pieces. Usually I like to just cut this drumstick first, followed by the wings, and then followed by the chicken, and then the chicken breast. I usually like to cut them into 2 or maximum 3. If it's a small chicken like this, 2 is enough. Then I usually like to cut off the S. The S, you don't need that. So let me just have a taste test and tell you guys how it tastes like. So you want to cut this, all this chicken, and then you pour this on top of that later on. Yeah. And then you serve them whole. I think this is the best roasted chicken I've ever tasted. It's not dry. It's quite moist in the center. Oh, yeah, I forgot I injected this marinade, remember? Usually it's very dry because this is the breast part. Skin. Very beautiful. So guys, you see it's so crispy on the outside. So guys, I hope you guys enjoy this video. Let me just flip to the front so you can get a closer look on the chicken. So you want to cut this when it's completely not very cold. So you pour this sauce over the chicken and you serve them right away, so that you get this crispy texture. And I think the guests will enjoy it. This is like a celebration of life, don't you think? You celebrate because you are alive today. And you want to live well and eat well. Don't buy any more chicken fillet. Buy whole chicken. Nowadays, I started buying whole chicken and I prefer a whole chicken. Let me know, guys, what do you think about these recipes, and I hope to hear from you. Okay, if you are liking this video, please give a thumbs up, and I really appreciate every one of you guys who have give me thumbs up, because it means this is a really good encouragement for me to be able to produce and think about more healthy, fast video for you guys. And I hope you can share this too with anyone who might find this interesting. And the experience that you share with me today, and I share with you. If you want to check the product that I use on this one, I'm going to figure out this one, okay? How to use it, so I can show you guys how to do this safely. I'm going to include a link to this, and I'm going to include the link to the garlic, this one. And then I'm going to include the link to the hook, the chicken, and I'm going to include the link for these needles. Have a blessed day. I'm going out to the sun now. It's a really beautiful day today. See you. Bye bye, guys. Bye bye.